Test, test, test. Good afternoon from Tewksbury. We're here with the North Shore Warhawks 14U green, about to take on the Saugerties Fillies today in the afternoon game. This morning, both teams played early. The Warhawks came out on top of the New Jersey Red Devils, score of 5-0. And in the earlier match, our opponent, the Fillies, played the Nashville Predators, the Junior Predators. They came out on top 8-6, so they had a high-scoring game. Probably took everybody awake a little while to wake up this morning. So Warhawks are going to be the away team today. They're in their green jerseys with blue shorts and white trim. And the Saugerties Fillies are in white jerseys, red lettering, black trim. So these two teams have not seen each other yet this season. They've seen the same team. I think they both played the Philadelphia Junior Flyers. That is a team that the Warhawks have two losses to, one in an OT loss and one in a 3-1 loss with an empty net goal. I think the Phillies, maybe they played them 3 times. They played both the orange and the black team, but against the black Philadelphia team, they lost 2, but they did win 1 recently. So should be a good matchup. Saugerties currently has a 91.77 hockey rating. The morning game takes their record to 33-12-2 with, let's see, they had 186 plus 8 is 194, so 194 goals for, and then 98 goals against. So Warhawks added a win today. That was their 11th shutout in a row, which is pretty amazing by any standard. So Warhawks come into this game with a 93.27 my hockey rating. They are now 31-5-3 with 113 goals for and 22 against. I'm not sure exactly what that percentage is, but it's a pretty outstanding percentage. So Warhawks got home after the first game, got some food. Those that got in late took a nap. I know my daughter was down for the count and a nap. So hopefully they're ready to go. They have some energy. I think Coach Bill told them that although a good effort this morning, certainly not their best effort, that if they're going to play tougher teams as we go along, so they need to come out harder, especially always we say in that first period. Warhawks did capitalize on a power play, which was nice to see. We just need to do it more than once when we have ample opportunities of power plays in a game. So everybody's rallying behind the net. Sticks are up in the air. We're about ready to play. So we're in the bigger of the 2 rinks today. It is a little bit warmer in here. Not much, but a little bit. It was snowing heavily this morning on our way to the rink. Beautiful big snowflakes. It seems to have stopped. The Zamboni driver has the door open and I can see outside, so it looks like the sun's out a little bit. It's chilly, but nice. The girls were talking about there are some games later today. Boston University women's hockey has a game at 4 that some girls might go to. I think the Harvard men's team is in town as well, so some people were talking about that. Both teams still at their nets. Nice. So the Warhawks come out. They're ready to go. So last minute instructions from Coach. Last game this morning, there were the other team iced the puck an exorbitant amount of times. Darren Grzetich was telling me he had a bet with Claire Lucas about how many times they were going to see icing. So I think there were 10 in the first period, and maybe they stopped counting, and then they had a running clock. So Claire took the over 30, Darren took the under 30. I think Darren came out ahead in that bet just barely. So the Fillies are taking the ice. Warhawks coming out. We have Anna Risley in goal today. We had Lucas in goal this morning. So we're going to have Ikeda, Zolna, Fazio, and then back on defense, we have Brooklyn Odell and Grzetic. So off of the faceoff, Ikeda comes out ahead. Her stick's lifted. Grzetic gets that puck, gets it up the boards to Ikeda. Ikeda trying to take it off the boards. The Fillies keep it in. Fillies have it behind the net. Odell comes and grabs that. She gets it up to Fazio. Fazio chips it up past the blue line out of the zone. They're chasing now. Fillies make an entry. Grzetic on that puck. There's a shot. It goes wide of the net into the side. Fazio getting to that puck. She tries to chip it up. A Fillies player is blocking her. Fillies have it again, and there's a pass. Grzetic breaks that up nicely. Could have been dangerous there. Fazio gets that puck. Warhawks having trouble getting out of the zone. Zolna finally grabs it. She chips it out. Goes to mid-ice. Chases. The Fillies are going to take it back in. Odell sees that. She chips it. Fazio gets it deep. It's going to go for icing if it keeps going. It was tipped away. Icing is waved off. Zolna grabs that puck. She's coming around the net. She's got Dina Colo net front. She's looking around. It's going to go to... Oh, it was Hannah McNiven trying to keep that in. She couldn't quite keep it in. And it's going to go for offsides. So Grzetic didn't have much of a choice. She put that in the zone. Ikeda couldn't get out. So we're going to have a face-off now. So we have Porter in at center, DeNicola and Hyman on wing, and then we have McNiven and Feynman back on defense. So that goes to Feynman. Feynman chips it up to mid-ice. Porter's trying to grab that. Feynman on the boards with Porter. Goes after it. Feynman on the boards. It's going to be offsides. So coach is yelling, you got to get that puck off the boards. So now Porter's in for that face-off. It's going to go to Hyman and Feynman chipping at it. It goes to McNiven. McNiven passes it up to DeNicola. DeNicola's going to be able to take it off the boards. She's stopped by a Phillies player. Hyman has it mid-ice. Hyman takes it to the opposite side. A Phillies player is going to come in. They're trying to get an entry. They do. Feynman has that. She chips it. It goes for offsides. So Feynman chipped that past the blue line. Phillies player was there to chip it right back in, but the players couldn't get out of the zone, so we have an offsides. We'll go back for a face-off. We're going to be in the near dot, just out of the Warhawk zone. So Grzetic and Johnston back on D. Still DeNicola, Hyman, and Porter in. So that goes to the far corner Warhawk zone after the faceoff. Grzetic gets there first. She chips it around, but there's a Phillies player there to intercept it. We're not being careful with those passes. That was a little bit net front. Phillies player takes a shot, blocked away by Lucas. Nice save there. So definitely already better competition than we faced this morning. Warhawks need to make sure that they step it up. DeNicola comes out with it. No, that was Porter, sorry. There was a shot on net. Pad save by Lucas. Warhawks still trying to get it out. They're chasing behind the boards. Johnston is there. Porter has it. Porter takes it, trying to get it up the boards, but she takes it to another player. Too much time in their zone. Johnson's going to get it out here. Finally, it goes to neutral ice. So Warhawks, a little bit of a trouble getting it out here. So Grzetic is going to give that chase. Phillies are on a change. They have 2 players out, 3 players coming in. Grzetic sees that. She's going to go past a player. She loses the puck, so a little bit of momentum gone, but she's still going. She chips it up. It's in the Phillies zone. Hyman is there, providing some D. That's neutral ice. Johnson's going to grab it. Johnson needs to get it out of there. It's grabbed by Mihalovic. Mihalovic trying to get it up to Vanslow. Mihalovic comes out with it. She's got a cross ice. She's got McGuire. She chips it in deep. McGuire sees it. She's going to go around the net. McGuire's at the back of the net. She had 2 players there that take her off the puck. It goes across ice to neutral ice. Odell is going to get there. Phillies player chips it up first. Odell giving chase. The Phillies player drops down. That's going to go to Feynman. Feynman tries to get it. Oh, Feynman tried to get it out. Intercepted by a Phillies player. Luckily, defense was swarming. Phillies players on the wall. Odell is going to get that. Odell's got some space to skate. She does. She's going to keep going. Now she chips it in. So from just after the red line, Odell chips it in. McGuire figuring out what that player is going to do. Feynman's going to get that. Feynman's going to take it. She tries to shoot it towards the net. Doesn't come off her stick. It kind of slips off her stick. So Odell, one-on-one. The player, nice back check. Nice defense. So you had Feynman, and I think that was McGuire, helping out Odell. They stick lift from the back. Goal is averted. So nice defensive play there. But the Warhawks, it's 10:56 left to play. First period, 0-0. They're waking up a little bit. They need to. Like I said, much stiffer competition here. Zolna is out on the faceoff. So it's Zolna, Bridges, and Russell. Russell trying to chip that up. Zolna can't get it off her stick. The puck's kind of sliding around. Zolna's going to give chase. It is in the Philly zone. Johnson sees that. She chips it deep. It bounces just back behind the net. Bridges is hustling to that puck. It goes to a Phillies player who chips it back up the ice. They're giving chase. Johnson's going to get there first. Johnson and the player goes down. Regan gets there first. Phillies trying to get out of there. They're on the wall. Phillies player kicks that. Reverse the directions here. McNiven gets that to Bridges. McNiven sees that. She's back there to collect it. Bridges has it. It's on the wall. Warhawks having trouble getting it off that wall. Shot. Pad save by Lucas. They're in the corner. Bridges gets that puck. Bridges chips it up. It's going to go for ice unless there's something I didn't see. It's dying, and it goes for icing. So Bridges iced the puck. 9:53 left to play. 0-0 here. So Grzetich and Odell back on defense. We're going to have Porter in at center with Ikeda and Fazio on wing. Off the faceoff goes to Odell. They're on the wall, still being kept in by Philly. It's going to be Porter giving chase. Goalie gets in the way. Porter takes a player off the puck. She's trying to come out of the corner without it. Nice job. Odell sees that. She changes direction. A Phillies player trips behind her. She's got a little bit of a time. Odell sees it. She's going to take it up the ice. She tries to pass it to Fazio. I think that's going to go for icing. So Odell had a nice idea taking that across ice to Fazio. She got it too far in front of her, and it ends up going for icing. So we're going to go back in the Warhawk zone, far dot, for another faceoff. Grzetich and Odell stay. Everybody stays. Porter in on center, and Fazio and Ikeda on wing. So off the faceoff goes to a Phillies player. Little bit of back and forth. Phillies players is going to get a shot. Nice save. Nice save. Another shot. Glove save by Lucas. So too many shots on net here. Feynman and McNiven are coming in on defense. We are in the near circle Warhawk zone for the faceoff. Porter on the faceoff. It comes out. Phillies has it. They chip it to the corner. Player is behind the net. Intercepted by Fazio. Now it goes back around the net. Feynman's going to be there. Feynman chips that up the boards. It goes to a Phillies player. Phillies player shoots that wide. They're on the boards. Phillies player on the boards. Who had that? Ikeda had that. She gets it to Fazio. Fazio's going to bring it up. Fazio chips it deep in the corner. She's going to go for a change. So out on that is going to be DiNicola coming in. She's chasing in. We need to keep this puck. It's going to be Ikeda. Ikeda keeps that puck. It goes to center ice where McNiven is going to make an entry. McNiven gets across that blue line. Warhawks go for a change. She leaves it behind for DiNicola. DiNicola couldn't quite tell. DiNicola does a nice job staying in front of that player. Feynman has it. Feynman shoots it to the middle. Chips it up to Hyman. Hyman's trying to go. It is now in the Philly zone. Hyman giving chase. Nice back check by Olivia. It's going to go back around. Grzetich is going to get that puck. It goes to Hyman. Hyman can't get it off her stick. It's going to go deeper on. It's in Georgie's skate. Feynman luckily sees that puck. Gets it away from the net. Feynman chips it up the boards. Not hard enough. Grzetich is going to get that puck behind the net. Warhawks having trouble controlling that puck. It goes to the corner. Feynman is going to get that puck. Feynman tries to chip it up to Olivia. It goes to a... Finally, it is chipped. Georgie takes that and she iced the puck. So we had a minute, but spending too much time in that Warhawk zone. So we'll have a face-off here. Warhawks need to calm down a little bit and get on that puck. So we have Zolna on the face-off. Off the face-off, Dino Cola battling for it. Fillies has it in the corner. 3 players there. Phillies player. There was a Phillies player alone net front. Luckily, they couldn't get a pass to her. Trying to chip that puck up. Going to the corner. Zolna on D. Puck goes center. Tessa passed that to Vanslow. Vanslow's on the boards. It goes back to a Phillies player. They're going to make an entry. Johnson chips that away. No offsides. Johnson has a player on. She needs a little bit of help. It goes back to Zolna. Zolna's going to be behind the net. She's in the corner. She tries to pass it to Mihalovic. Mihalovic can't get it off the boards. Phillies player has it. Slips off her stick. It goes to neutral ice. Philly is going for the reset. Phillies player gaining speed. Zolna's there. She lifts a stick. Nice defense by Maddie Zolna. Great. That player was skating around. She took her right off the puck with the stick lift. It goes to Vanslow in the corner. Vanslow's going to change directions. Vanslow trying to get it out. Gets it to mid-ice, which is a little dangerous. It goes to Tessa. Tessa Mihalovic is going to bring it in. She chips it. She puts it on net in front of the goalie. Goalie makes a save. Warhawks coming in. It goes across ice. Phillies trying to make an entry. Player number 80 coming around. Stick is hit. They do make an entry. Odell is there on defense. Chipped back up. Still in the Warhawk zone. Goes just past the blue line. It's back in. No offsides. It goes across ice. Phillies player takes that back. Odell is going to get that. There's going to be no icing. Odell is going to skate behind the net. Odell chips it off the boards. Bridges is there to get it. Odell gets that. She's trying to get that off. Feynman has it. Feynman chips it off the boards. It's tipped by a Phillies player. We have Porter giving chase. Porter on that puck. Porter's there. Turner. Feynman's got it. Feynman takes a shot. Goes wide of the net. Phillies player coming up the ice. She's gaining speed. Porter's on it. Porter and Odell together take her off the puck. So nice combination there. Porter chips that puck up. Oh, Porter is taken into the net. There's a penalty. Porter is coming around that corner. She is taken hard into the net. She is still down on the ice. She's slowly getting up, but she is slammed into the boards. So we're going to take a minute here as Azzy Porter takes a second. Coach Ray is coming out. Players are just leaving her alone for a second. So, yeah, parents are yelling here, how is that a minor? Because she was leveled here. It was a dangerous play. On the other side of that, Brooklyn Odell took someone off the puck with what was a legal, strong move into the boards to take that person off the puck. And I think this was maybe in response to that, but this was anything but that. So, Coach Ray gives Mom a nod. So she's just taking a minute. Coach Ray, so it's as his fist comes up to her mom just to say that she's okay. She's slowly getting up. And she's going to take her time getting back to the boards. But that was a heck of a check into the boards. So Warhawks are going to be on the power play. Hopefully they're a little mad. And they can use this to get a goal here. So out on the power play, it's going to be Zolna, Fazio, and Ikeda. And then McNiven and Johnson. So off that face-off, Zolna there. Ikeda gets a shot towards the net. It goes wide. 2 on the puck right here. Ikeda taking that player off the cup. Zolna is going to come out with it. Zolna is behind the net. Zolna looking. McNiven's trying to get position if she's going to get a pass.
Get there. Tap it in.
Zolna gets a shot. Saved by the goalie. So it's shot back to McNiven. McNiven's going to skate in. She takes a shot. It's hit by a player. So I'm sorry, that was McGuire out on defense now in this play, on the power play. So McGuire has it. McGuire passes it to Ikeda. Ikeda chips that in. It's going to get deep. Fazio is hustling to that puck. Fazio, so we still need 2 on the puck, ladies. Here comes the other one. Zolna's coming in. Zolna comes out with it. She's got Ikeda wide. She's got McGuire ready for a shot, too. There's Ikeda. Ikeda is trying to get it back to Zolna. Zolna is back behind the net. Fazio's tired. She takes an exit. It's going to be kept in by McNiven. Nice pass to McGuire. McGuire takes a shot. Glove saved by the goalie. So Warhawks were a little patient there, which is nice. The only thing I would say is that when the Saugerties team gets the puck, we need 2 on that puck, 2 on the puck, and it takes us a while for 2 to get there. So we have Vanslow, Zolna, and Ikeda in. Off the face-off, it's going to go to Odell. Odell can't stop that from going out of the zone. Everybody regroups, pass back to McGuire. McGuire gets taken off the puck by a player. McGuire regains that puck. McGuire kicks that. She's going to go forward. She gets it to Ikeda. Ikeda passes it. It's in the zone. Vanslow has it. Vanslow giving chase. It goes up the boards. The Fillies are circling in front of the net. A little pressure by Ikeda. McGuire keeps that puck in. So there's not 2 on the puck, too much time. McGuire has it neutral ice. Penalty is over. 3:22 left in the period. 0-0 here. So the Warhawks unable to capitalize on that power play. So we're going to have Russell back at center on this one because I think that Porter's still taking a beat. Hyman is out there. Mihalovic is out there. So we have Grzetich and Johnson on D. We have Hyman hustling hard to that puck. Phillies player has it. I like the hustle, though. They're in the corner. Russell trying to get that puck. Phillies have it. Johnson keeps that back in. She sends it. Tries to send it. It hits by a player. Hyman has it. Hyman's on the boards. Hyman's got a little momentum. You can see a little skip in her step right now. Russell has it behind the net. She's getting hectored by a Saugerties player. She's taken off the puck, but they're having trouble getting that out. So Grzetich is going to go chase after the puck. It's going to be Grzetich there first. She's going to skate around the net. She's trying to get it around to Hyman. Hyman can't quite get that off the boards. A Phillies player has it coming in. Circling the net, she's got a player there. That player is knocked off net front by Johnson. So nice play by Johnson to not let that player get position. So Johnson has it in the corner. She switches direction. She goes to the corner. She's going to get it to Hyman. Hyman's got to be a little tired here. Hyman tries to chip it deep. Grzetich gets it out of the zone. It chips past a player. Tessa is giving chase with another player. So we have Porter's back in the game. She's on her feet, which is great. Tessa gets that deep. She's going to take it around. Porter is getting there. Porter lifts a stick. She gets in front of it. She's mad, too. She's trying to circle around to her strong side. Can she get there? No, but Dina Cola comes in for a shot. Oh! Shot goes high. They're swinging around on the boards. Grzetich tries to keep it. I can't tell where it is. I think it's in the neutral zone. It is. Bridges has it. Bridges gets that puck deep. I think it's going to be offsides. I didn't think Porter could get out of the zone in time. So we're offsides here. We're in the second period. Oh, first period. 1:31 left to play. Getting ahead of myself here. So we have Feynman and Odell on defense. Porter, Bridges, and Dina Cola, I think, are in on offense. Phillies player is going to make an entry. She gets past Odell. Odell's going to get called for a trip, although I think the player just lost her momentum. So Odell was trying to play defense. She gets a tripping penalty. So the Saugerties is going to be on the man advantage here. Warhawks on the power kill. So we're going to end this period on a penalty. So we have Johnson, McNiven, Zolna, Fazio out on D. So Fazio, far circle, Warhawk zone off of that faceoff. Phillies come in, passing back and forth. Fazio trying to give a little pressure. Nice play by Zolna to knock that pass away. Phillies have it neutral ice. Phillies are going to make an entry here. They're going to make an entry with some speed. There's a pass back. We had a Warhawk down. Johnson gets off her feet to interrupt the play, which is Great heads-up play. Johnson trying to get on that puck. She's behind the player. They have a player skating in. Nice play by Zolna. Zolna gets that. Zolna's going to get that. Zolna, mid-ice. She passes it to Fazio. Fazio's going to get entry. She gets a pass to player. Fazio skating around. We have 49 seconds left on the penalty, 36 seconds left in the period. Warhawks have it right now. Zolna's going to get a shot off. Zolna tries to get a strong side. She can't. Chips to middle ice. McNiven gets that. McNiven brings it back into the zone. She gets it deep. She's taken off her feet. Warhawks are going for a change. Ikeda is coming in. So nice pass up the boards by Phillies team. Ikeda luckily takes that player right off the puck. Warhawks hustling in. Zolna's going to get that. There's 10 seconds left. Zolna gets it to, trying to get it to Ikeda. We're going to find it with 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's the end of the first period. Score is 0-0 here. There are 9 seconds left when we come out into that second period on the penalty for the Warhawks. So definitely some girls on the Phillies that can skate, strong entries into the zone. Warhawks, as always, are playing tough defense. Not sure how many shots on net there were, but Lucas, solid job as always in net. So I'm sure coach is saying, come on, ladies, we got to calm it down. We have to bring it together. So the Warhawks have different lineups today because we don't have 2 of our usual centers. So Aubrey Kroll is out, Vivian Dior-Ukoff is out. So we have Porter in at center. We have Zolna, who's always on center, and then we have McGuire, who's stepping up to center. So they're going 5D on defense right now, and a couple of wing combinations that, you know, the girls don't usually play in games, but they've certainly practiced. So Warhawks need to make sure they come out strong, especially for this first 9 seconds, where the Phillies will be on a man advantage. So the refs have whistled the girls ready to play, calling for them at center ice for the face-off. He whistles again. And the teams come in to corral together. Warhawks about to take center ice. Like I said, 9 seconds left on that penalty kill. So 4 players that are out there. I see Grzetic out there. Odell going back to the penalty box for that last 9 seconds. We're going to have Johnson out there. We are going to have Porter out there and Hyman. So ready on that face-off. Porter gets down low. Goes out to the Phillies. Hyman gets knocked to her feet. Grzetic is going to get that. Grzetic chips it to mid-ice. That's going to end the penalty. We have DiNicola came in. Johnson trying to get to that puck on the boards. Hyman is there trying to chip it up. Phillies have it mid-ice. She's trying to make a turn. Nice poke. So number 80 is a pretty strong player with some size. She gets past the player. Hyman and Johnson team up for some nice defense. Porter is trying to come out with that. She's behind the net. She's got a player on her. She's taken off that puck. She gets some help. A Phillies player comes out with it. I don't know how that happened. They try to take it net front, get that out of there. Luckily, the Warhawks do get it out of there. They're in the corner. Gigi is battling.
Use your body. Use your body. Let's go. 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 Let me go.
Grzetic gives a little help there. That puck is chipped up. Phillies have it. Hyman trying to get to it. Hyman is trying to clear that puck. Get it out. Out, out, out. It's not out. Philly's able to take a shot on net. Georgie grabs that puck. Georgie's going to skate around. She's got a little bit of room. It's kicked up. It's still in. Philly's still battling for a play. Johnson has that. Johnson looking for someone to pass it to. There's no one on the boards for her to pass it to. Philly takes them off the puck. Philly's coming around. They got a player net front, trying to backhand a shot. It goes wide of the net. Warhawks need to get that out. Grzetic sees that. It's chipping. It's not going to go for icing. So Warhawks need to hustle. They need to get a change out. McGuire sees that. Number 18 coming in the zone. McGuire, nice, takes that player off the puck. It goes to neutral ice. We need someone hustling. There's a player for the Phillies coming off the bench. Warhawks having trouble finding the puck. Feynman on the boards. She's got help. Philly comes out with it. They take it across ice. Luckily, there's no one there. Mihalovic sees that. She chips it to neutral ice. Tessa gives chase. It's passed to the Phillies. They're bringing it in the zone. Grzetic takes that player off a puck. Ties a player up on the boards. Nice play there by Georgie. Georgie has the puck now in the corner. Georgie probably needs a little help there. She's trying to get it to Mihalovic. Shot goes wide of the neck. Nice strong shot. Grzetic chips it off the boards. It's going to go to neutral ice. So McGuire hustling to the puck. She's got a player in front of her. That's not going to stop her. She's going to stay on that puck. Vanslow trying as well. Number 80's got some speed. She's one of their best skaters that we can tell so far. Grzetic, nice stick hit. It's going to be Vanslow. Vanslow takes that puck, trying to get it up the boards. Feynman has it. Feynman and Vanslow battling on the boards. There's going to be a shot. Goes across the crease. Nobody's there. Mihalovic gets that. She can't get it out. Georgie, nice play getting that player off the puck, so there was time for a move. A player gets it center. Vanslow, nice chip by Vanslow to get that puck out of the player's way. So Warhawks need to toughen up their defense a little bit. That's net front. Oh! So the Saugerties Phillies put one in the net. So there was a shot from just past the blue line, a player net front that was able to get that rebound. Right place, right time. So Warhawks are down 0-1 here. So 11:31 left to play, second period. So Fazio is out. Russell, Bridges, Odell, McNiven. So we need to answer this with a goal. So off of the face-off, battling, Fazio's going to, or Bridges battles. Bridges is going to get there first. Bridges gets that net front. Oh! So nice play by Bridges. You had Russell coming across the crease. Couldn't make it happen. Russell battling in the corner. She's taken off the puck by a Phillies player. Phillies player has to intercept it on the net. Bridges trying to pass it up. Can't keep it in there. McNiven has it. She's going to make a turn. She's going to chip it. She's going to try to chip it deep. She does. Zolna giving chase. Phillies take it across the ice. Odell sees it. She cheats in, stops that player on the board. She's still battling. They're trying to get it out. Way to keep it in. That's Russell. Russell tries to shoot it. It's blocked. It's going to be Odell. Odell comes in. Odell tries to make a shot. It goes wide of the net. Odell, McNiven sees that. It's blocked. Oh, so McNiven shot that. It went off the skate of Fazio. Was net front for a second. The Saugerties goalie was able to cover that. So 10:31 left to play in the second period. 1-0 Phillies over the Warhawks. So Fazio back on the net. Ikeda comes out with it. Ikeda skating around. She's taken off the puck by a trip. It's going to be called. So a slash is called. We will go on the power play. So Warhawks have a real chance here. They need a goal, and we need to get it together on this power play. So we'll see what we can do here. So Zolna coming back out to center. Fazio and Ikeda. Odell, McGuire. Minute 30 on the man advantage for the Warhawks. Off the face-off, it's going to come out to Ikeda. Ikeda gets that to McGuire. McGuire's going to skate in. McGuire's going to take a shot. She takes it right in! She goes high, right over the shoulder of the goalie. She puts the biscuit in the basket. Warhawks tie it up. They score Hawkins, amazing. So they gave McGuire too much time. She was able to scoot it in a little bit and take that high and put that right in the net. So we are tied up here, 1-1, 10:09, second period. So you have Odell Feynman out on defense. Porter on the faceoff. It's going to go out to Odell. Odell tries to chip it up to Fazio. Fazio tries to chip it up deep. Porter giving chase behind the net. She's coming in hard. Her and Ikeda are both coming in. It comes up the boards. It goes across net. Oh, my God. So there's a little bit of a scrum. There's going to be a penalty called. Odell and Feynman both went down. And then Philly put that in the net. So a player was making a run, got a good chance, and Odell went down first, and then Feynman went down and one of the Phillies player, but the play kept still going on after that penalty. So score is 2-1, Saugerties Phillies. 9:48 left to play. Second period, exciting hockey here. So Hyman was in at center. It's going to be McGuire giving chase. McGuire tries to get it net front. Phillies are going to make a chance here. We got McNiven back and Johnson. Player takes a shot from just about the blue line, scooped up by Lucas. So Lucas took like a softball grounder on a bounce. Nice play. So we're having Hyman taking the face-off. Near circle, Warhawk zone. Hyman drops down. It's going to be McNiven trying to take a player off the puck. They come. Phillies gets a shot off. Another shot comes off. Two nice saves. Making the goalie work today. Claire's getting a lot of work. Phillies have it again. Johnson takes a player off the puck. It's still kept in by Philly. They're going to the corner. Hyman goes to the corner. She changes direction. She drops down to her knees, but she's still battling. She gets that out. It's going to be a player trying to get that. McGuire takes a stick on it. It goes back around the net. It's going to be McNiven. McNiven is going to ice that puck. So we're going to have about 8:48 left on the clock. 8:47. 2-1 Saugerties Phillies here. So lots of hockey left to play. So it is going to be Zolna out there with Vanslow and Mihalovic. We have Odell and Grzetic out. Mihalovic trying to get that puck past the player. Neutralized. She doesn't get it. Georgie sees it. She steps up. Georgie chips that player deep. No icing is called. Mihalovic giving chase. Odell steps in trying to get that puck. She keeps it in. Phillies player gets that puck. Georgie going deep. Georgie, it's going to go for icing. So we're going to go to the near circle, in the Philly zone. Zolna on the faceoff. Vanslow, Mihalovic in. Still Odell and Grzetic back on defense. So it goes net front. Mihalovic can't get it off her stick. Mihalovic then gets it. Mihalovic falls to her knees as she gets that puck deep. Zolna trying to stay on that puck. Vanslow steps in. Georgie trying to, nice defensive play by Georgie. Someone's lost a stick. It isn't us, it's a Phillies player. They're battling on the boards. Georgie's battling. So Vanslow has a chance to get it deep. She's going to chip it up to Zolna, but it's not going to go for icing. It is a Phillies player who gets that puck. Warhawks need to get some tough defense. That player slips by Vanslow. Mid-ice, Mihalovic. So Odell is on it. They get it to the front of the ice. That player trips and falls. Luckily, they didn't call it trip. She was not tripped. She slid. Zolna comes out without of it. She's got Mihalovic across. Mihalovic! Tessa, come on, Tess! Hustle, Tess! So Tessa gets a shot off that goes wide of the net. So some nice hustle there.
Let's go.
Number 80 on the Fillies grabs that puck. Grizetich sees it. She's got the zone clear. She gets it, dumps it back in. Bridges giving chase. She's going to be in the corner. Porter tries to intercept that. Odell keeps that puck in, takes it high off the boards. So it's on the near boards here. Bridges trying to battle with that puck. Her and Porter. Porter comes out with it. Yep, Porter still has it. Porter's turning direction. She gets it net front, but there's nobody there. It's intercepted by a Phillies player. That's going to be Feynman going to that puck. Feynman shoots that back up to the middle. We're at mid-ice on the boards. Players are battling for that puck. I can't quite see where it is. It comes out. Phillies player gets it out. Odell tries to take a player off that cup. Odell and Feynman together. That's blocked. Saved by the goalie. They need to get that out. Feynman going back. She's going to take it back up the boards. There's a player at the blue line from Philly who intercepts that. Feynman again tries to shoot it up the boards. Russell takes that. Odell shoots that to mid-ice. So Philly's trying to regroup. They're going to make an entry here. Porter giving chase. So the puck goes mid-ice. Warhawks need to intercept. There's a lot of stick clapping. Who comes out with it? Russell. Russell chips it deep. So icing is waved off. Warhawks going to go on a change. They need to get out there. They got number 80, one of their best players, has the puck. They're making an entry. Odell hits that puck, takes that. Johnson sends it, and that's going to go for icing. So 5:20 left to play. 2-1. Phillies lead the Warhawks. So it's going to be Hyman on that faceoff. Ikeda and Fazio out on wing. It's going to go to Johnson. Johnson skating behind the Warhawks net. Johnson's got some room, right? They're waiting, anticipating that pass off the board. She hits Ikeda. Ikeda's going to make a nice entry. Ikeda beats the player. She is tripped. A penalty is called. So can the Warhawks take advantage of this penalty? So that was a nice play getting out of zone. Johnson from behind the net saw that the player was waiting for her to chip it up the board. She chose to skate it up. She hit Ikeda for a nice pass. Ikeda made an entry. She was tripped. We will be on the man advantage for the next minute and 30 seconds. Zolna, Fazio, Ikeda, Odell, and McGuire back on defense. So off the faceoff, goes into the corner. Phillies control it at the moment. They're trying to get it out of the zone. Odell is trying to keep that in. It goes to mid-ice. Warhawks chip it back in. Philly has it again. Phillies chip it to mid-ice. McGuire has it. McGuire is going to turn. She's going to take a look. Maggie's looking around. She chips it in deep. Zolna and Ikeda give chase. They're in the corner, chipping it back up. McGuire shoots that. It's blocked this time. Luckily, Odell is back. Odell chips that back in. Ikeda can't get out in time. So we're going to go for offsides. Face-off's going to be center ice. Center ice. So Zolna on the face-off. Same. It's Zolna, Fazio. Vanslow is out now. So Odell is going to get that. Odell's going to skate it and chip it deep. Vanslow's giving chase. Phillies player is there too. So nice shot by Odell. It was trying to be chipped mid-ice. Zolna's battling. McGuire's going to sneak in. We have 32 seconds left on the man advantage. Warhawks get that. It's chipped off the ice. Chipped off the boards by Odell to Fazio. Fazio's chasing around for a change. It's going to be Porter coming in. Porter gets it right there on the boards. Porter has it. She's trying to chip it back up to Vanslow. Vanslow is coming around. Phillies player gets that. It's going to be Odell. Odell's going to skate in. She tries to. That's blocked off a player. McGuire there for defense. She tries to take that player off the puck. A little bit of a loose puck in front of the net, but nice play. We are at full strength. McGuire is skating up. McGuire gets past a player. She's going to make an entry. She's got to have someone hustling to the neck. She goes around. She's going to get a shot off. It goes into the side of the net. Nice try by Maggie McGuire here. That's going to go for icing. 3:18 left. Warhawks are down 2-1. Couldn't take advantage of that power play. So we have McNiven and Grzetic out there. Grzetic steps up to try to get that puck. It's on the boards, battling on the boards. Phillies player sees it. It's taken off a stick. They're battling still, trying to keep that puck in. It's kept in. Hyman keeps that puck in. She's chasing around. So you have Fazio battling the boards. McNiven's going to get that puck. McNiven trying to chip it back in. Hyman, Russell, battling on that blue line. It's going to be McNiven and Russell battling on the boards. Nice heads-up play by DiNicola. DiNicola takes it deep. That hit DiNicola, but she had good presence to be aware that where that puck was. DiNicola on the boards with the player, tying a player up. Player comes out with it. You have a Phillies player trying to make an entry. Puck is taken away by McNiven. McNiven gets a girl to the corner. They're battling for that puck in the corner. I think there's 3 Philly players. There are 2 Warhawks. They come out with it. Phillies are going to get a shot. Glove save, but lands in front by Lucas. That's chipped. It should not go for icing. No ice there. Keep going. Zoe Bridges gets there. Everybody thought it was going to go for icing. They kind of stopped the momentum a little bit. Zolna takes a player off that puck. Zolna and McNiven work together. Bridges makes an entry. They're trying to figure out where that puck is between Tessa and Bridges. Tessa on the boards. They're battling. McNiven and Grzetic are trying to hold that line. A Phillies player comes out with it, sends it around the board. McNiven sees it. She chooses to come in, but they still get it out of the zone. But Grzetic is there. Grzetic chips it back deep. Oh, Zolna. Oh! Zolna had some momentum going. The puck hit a player. Zolna was able to get a shot off. That shot goes high. Bridges trying to get it to Zolna. Zolna turning around. Zolna gets that in the basket! Maddie Zolna has the wherewithal. She just keeps her head up and she keeps driving for that net. And that put a biscuit in the basket. Good job, Maddie Z.
Go Warhawks!
So she always keeps her momentum moving towards that net. She's always aware of where it is, whether she's turning on her forehand or backhand or flipping around. So great job. We're tied here, 2-2, 1:05 left, second period. So we have Zolna on the faceoff. It's going to be Russell and Bridges out there. Odell and Feynman back on defense. That puck goes deep. Odell racing around. She's got a little skip in her step back behind the net. She's going to take it up the boards. So it's intercepted by a Phillies player. Glove save by Lucas. So the shot was high, but Lucas reached up and grabbed that. 51 seconds left in the second period. Zolna on the faceoff. Bridges comes out with it. Bridges gets caught up in a player's skate. She's going. Bridges is still going. Bridges is on the boards. She's trying to get that to Zolna. That puck is kept in by Feynman. Goes back behind the net. They're attacking right now. Phillies trying to bring, they're going to bring it across ice. Intercepted by Odell. Odell sees that. Odell trying to keep it in. Odell on the board. She's still battling. She keeps that in. It's going to be Zolna coming around to where that puck is. Zolna sees that. It's going to be it. Oh, Bridges saw that puck. She had a shot in front of her. There's 10 seconds left to expire. The puck is tied up in the corner. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and this period is going to expire. The score is 2-2 here. So Warhawks tie it up on a great goal on sheer determination by Maddie Zolna. So we'll have 15 more minutes to figure this out. Third period coming up. So Coach Bill, nice and calm. So we saw a little bit at the end of that period that the Warhawks played together nicely. There was some decent passing, great defensive plays. We have to stay out of penalty trouble in this last period, and we had to take advantage of any penalties that the Fillies commit. So I believe in this particular tournament, on the tie in the game before us, it went to a shootout. So I believe that it would be the same format. Ref is ready, center ice, whistles the girls to come to the center. Warhawks taking an extra second. Coach Ray's got the board out explaining a play. And even though Christian Feynman is not here, I'm getting some messaging coming in on my watch about things I'm saying and questions he's asking. Hi, Christian. All right, Warhawks are ready to go. So it's going to be Ikeda, Fazio, and Zolna. And it's going to be Johnson and McNiven back on defense. So right off this face-off, Warhawks moving from right to left on your screen. Ikeda comes out with it. She chips it in. She's giving chase to the corner. She's trying to get in front of that player. She does a good job. She goes down to her knees. Johnson sees that puck. The player behind her didn't see it. McNiven sees it at center ice. She chips that up off the boards. Zolna sees it. Someone's stick is gone. That was a Phillies player. Johnson gets it deep, or she tries to get it deep. Philly player intercepts, but Fazio giving chase on the boards. Fazio's got a little skip in her step, not fooled by that change of direction. Zolna comes out with it. She gave great help there. She's still battling. She's taken down, but Ikeda comes back up with it. Nice support. Ikeda's going to try to do that signature punch from the corner. The Phillies goalie falls on that puck. So no luck there. 14-13 left to play. Third period, the score is 2-2. So lines stay the same. Zolna on the faceoff. Ikeda, Fazio out there. McNiven and Johnson back on D. So Zolna on the faceoff. Goes wide. Phillies has it. It's going to be trying to be intercepted by Fazio. She saw where that was going, but the Phillies player got there first. Johnson sees it. Johnson sneaks in. Chipped off the boards. Nice play by Zolna to get back in Johnson's place. She's taken off her feet. I think her own player tripped her up. Phillies trying to make an exit. And that's going to go for icing. So two players fell. I think they didn't see where each other was going. So a little bit of a collision there. So it's going to be Hyman out, Bridges, and Di Nicola. So Hyman's in at center. We have Grzetic and Odell are back on defense. So Hyman on the faceoff. Nice play. Bridges gets that puck. She's going to be in the corner. Grzetic is waiting for that puck over at the blue line. Hyman back behind the neck. Hyman's coming around. Hyman trying to get to her strong side. Hyman's going to lose a little bit. She's got Grzetic. Hyman takes a shot. Goes off the boards. It's wide. Hyman comes back in. Grzetic is going to get a shot here. Grzetic gets a shot blocked away by Saugerties player. Bridges gets that in the corner. They're net front. It's a nice shot. That was a save. Hyman still has it. Hyman couldn't get that off her stick. It's center ice. It's shot. It's blocked. It's still. So a couple shots by the Warhawks. Grzetich sends that towards the net, goes wide of the net. Warhawks still battling to keep that in. She needs a little help there. So Grzetich steps up, hustling there. The puck sneaks out of the zone. Everybody clears. Oh, I think G. Nicola couldn't get out of the zone in time, but nice shift. Players letting nice shift. Warhawks did a good job keeping it in the Philly zone. Couple shots on net. So we have McGuire's back at D. McNiven is on D. It's going to be Vanslow. Vanslow takes that back to McNiven. McNiven finds Tessa. Tessa can't bring it in off the boards. Jocelyn takes a player off the puck, gets it out of the zone. Nice pass to Vanslow. Vanslow needs to chip it deep. Doesn't go deep, but it is in the Philly zone. It's on the boards. They're battling on the boards for the player. It's two Warhawks. Nice help there. McNiven gets that. McNiven takes a shot. It's chipped by the skate of a Phillies goalie. Tessa gets there. Needs a little help. McNiven sees that. She hustles in. She tries to get it net front. Phillies intercept that. They get it out. McGuire is back on defense. So nice defense by McGuire. McNiven ties up a player. Vansel's in the corner. Vansel tries to get that up. It's not quite out of the zone. Vansel has that on the boards. Vansel trying to keep a player off. Vansel ends up chipping it deep. Nice play. They're going to go for a change. Odell's coming in. Zolna's coming in. So McGuire and Odell are back. We have Ikeda, Vanslow, and Zolna. That's going to go for icing. So 11:43 left to play. Third period, 2-2 here in Tewksbury. So Feynman and Odell back on D. Fazio, Zolna, Ikeda in on offense. So the faceoff's in the near circle, Philly zone. Zolna goes down for that faceoff. Comes out with the Phillies player, has it at the moment. It's chipped off the boards. Coming up. Goes wide. Odell is going back. Odell chips that back up. That kind of bounced off the boards. Maddie Zolna comes around the neck, trying to get out of there. She's taken off the puck by two players. Feynman in the corner. Feynman takes a player off the puck. Feynman's battling back behind the net. Philly has it. They get a shot towards net. Lucas falls on that. So a player was able to turn around and get a weak shot that Lucas was able to block and then fall on the puck. So we'll have a face-off right here. 11-16, 2-2. So Odell and Feynman come out. Grzetich and Johnson come in on D. Off that face-off. The Phillies player has too much time with that puck. It's net front. Luckily, it's blocked away. But they gave that player too much time without any pressure to make a decision, and she made a good pass. Zolna comes out behind the net, trying to get that out, trying to get it to Fazio. Fazio can't see it. It's behind her. So we're on the boards. Grzetich is there. Fazio. Phillies come out with it. It's chipped away here. Now it's going to be Grzetich. Grzetich is trying to chip it up to Fazio. Fazio, it gets in front of her, so she can't quite get to it. Georgie's going to do that again. Georgie chips it off the boards to a Phillies player. Phillies player skates by. Maddie Fazio makes a nice play. Nice shot. So Fazio chipped that puck away, but the Phillies player stayed on it, was able to get a decent shot off. Nice save by Lucas. So 10:34 left to play. Line change for the Warhawks. McNiven is out on defense and McGuire. And then we have Bridges, Hyman, and DiNicola. So Hyman takes the face-off. So McNiven takes that behind their own net. It's going to be chipped out of the zone by Bridges. Olivia hustling to that puck. Number 80 is on it. Like I said, 80 is one of their best skaters. Warhawks able to keep it in the zone. DiNicola chips it deep to the corner. Hyman on that puck, tying a player up. Bridges gets that puck. Bridges and Hyman trying to work together. Get there, Gigi. Gigi takes a player off. It's kept in. Nice. Gigi's got that puck. Come on, Gigi. Oh, Gigi tries to pass it to center to Hyman, but it's intercepted by a Phillies player. Puck is a little bit in net front. Phillies have it. It's going to be 2-on-2. Hyman and McDavid are back. Phillies player takes it deep into the zone. McGuire tries to get that puck. It whistles out of play. face-off. Okay. That was Russell on that face-off. Tessa sneaks it out of the zone. Number 80 trying to make an entry. Warhawks take it. Vanslow trying to get that out of the zone. Vanslow chips it up to, trying to get it to Mihalovic. Mihalovic. So they got to take 80 off that puck. So it's going to be Vanslow's going to make an entry. Vanslow chips it up, intercepted by a Philly player. McGuire ties up a player. Odell is back. McGuire and Odell. The player doesn't end up getting a shot off. Nice defense there. So Vanslow has that. Vanslow has a second. Vanslow's going to chip that. I don't know if it was tipped by a player. Icing is waved off. I don't know what we're waiting for. We're waiting for the call, right, instead of hustling to the puck. So Russell gets there in the corner. Ikeda helps out. Almost intercepted by Vanslow. Feynman is getting that. Feynman needs to take a beat. Feynman chips it up the boards to Vanslow. Vanslow got it in the zone, but it's shot right back out. Odell is going to make she tries to make an entry. She's taken off the puck. Phillies trying to make a move here. Player gets a shot off. Glove save by Lucas. So 8:28 left to play. 2-2. It's going to be Odell and Feynman back. It's going to be Zolna, Fazio, and Ikeda on offense. Here we go. Feynman trying to hustle in to get that puck. It goes to Odell, ends up to Odell. Oh, she misses it off her stick. It's in the back of the net. Shot off the glass. Feynman's going to go to the corner. She chips it off the boards, trying to get it to Ikeda. Ikeda chips it past the player. 44 from the Phillies takes that back into the zone. Odell has that. Odell chips it up the boards to Fazio. Now she chips it across-eyed. It stays in the Philly zone. They get it to a player mid-ice. Behind the net, Feynman battling with player, takes player off the puck. Fazio gets that. Fazio, Zolna. Zolna sees the puck. Zolna struggling to get it out of the zone. She's going to chip it and chase it. We have Ikeda and Zolna. A Phillies player is going to get there first, but Ikeda's not giving up. Zolna helps her out, takes her off the puck. Coming around. Feynman, oh! Feynman goes back to play D. She had a chance to go in to get that puck. We could see it from here. I don't think she could see it. So Feynman has that puck. Feynman having trouble getting that puck off her stick. She gets it to Ikeda. Gets it over to Di Nicola. Di Nicola is going to get that deep. Everybody goes for a change. Hyman hustling in. Johnson and Grzetich are back on defense. Hyman hits it with her stick. A shot was able to get off. It goes wide of the net. Bridges comes in. Bridges tries to get that net front. Hyman hustling around. Hyman and Bridges. Di Nicola sees that back behind the net. There's a pass. Johnson sneaking up a little bit. Johnson, nice keep there.
Let's go, skate.
So Bridges gets there for defense. Bridges takes that player off the puck, changes direction. Hyman back on that puck. Warhawks hectoring these Philly players. They need to keep it in their zone. It goes to neutral ice. Grzetich is there. A player gets past Grzetich. That player is going to take a backhanded shot. It goes net front. So nice save by Lucas, right? Phillies player had some momentum. She got past a few of our players. Takes a shot. Nice save by Lucas. It bounces in front of her, and she hops on top of it. 6:23 left to play. 2-2 tie. So off the face-off. Nice play by Vanslow there. Russell is trying the puck. She's got the player on her side. Vanslow comes to help out. Gets it into the zone. It's going to be 80 coming across. This is where danger happens, right? 80 takes a shot. Nice save right into the gut of Lucas. So 6:05 left to play. 2-2. So Phillies are going for a line change. It's going to be Russell in at center with Mihalovic and Vanslow. And Grzetich and McGuire back on D. So out of that corner, I don't know where that puck went. It's going to go for icing. So McNiven, nope. Oh, yes. So McNiven shot that deep. 5:53 left to play. 2-2 here in Tewksbury. So it's going to be Russell right back for that face-off, same place. Mahalovic and Vanslow still in on wings. So off the face-off goes to the corner. McNiven takes a player off that puck. Nice play, Hannah. She's got two players with her. She needs a little bit of help. Player comes out with it, trying to shove it in on the side. Can't get that in. So nice save again by Lucas. Lucas getting some work here today for sure. So it is going to be Zolna, Fazio, Ikeda, Grzetic, and I think that's Johnston out there. And it's taken by Fazio. Fazio is going to get that deep. Ikeda giving chase. It's shot around, and that's Odell in on defense with Grzetic. Oh, nice Fazio interception in the middle. She's skating it around the neck. She skates. She tries to get it net front. Grzetic sees that puck. Grzetic is going to get there. Or actually, Odell got there. Number 15 coming in strong. She is taken off the puck. It goes net front. So uncomfortable. Ikeda tried to pass that up. She passed it up to a Phillies player. Now it's going to be Odell's a little tired, right? Odell takes a shot. It goes wide. It's going to be Zolna hustling to get that puck. Zolna's taking off the puck. It goes center. Bridges takes herself into the boards, but she's still going. Bridges goes behind the net. She's hustling. Line change here. So nice play by Odell. Zolna trying to be on D here, trying to get that puck away. Go across ice. Taken in by Zolna. Zolna's going to get an entry. She's got Dina Cola. Zolna takes a shot at whistles high. Dina Cola goes into the side of the net. So it's Bridges giving chase here. Fazio, nice play. McNiven chips it across to Grzetic trying to. Grzetic gets it mid-ice. Warhawks hustling to the back of the puck. We got 4:11 left to play. Third period. We're in a tie, 2-2. Zolna sees that. They're on the boards. Bridges and Zolna on the boards battling. Bridges comes out with it. Bridges gets it taken away by a Phillies player. Phillies player bounces it off. There's going to be a player. McNiven, nice back check there to help out Grzetic. Grzetic on D, blocks the player from the puck. McNiven battling here. Phillies player comes out with it. The Phillies player had a chance at a shot. Dina Cola wisely gets that out of there across ice. It goes to mid-ice. Phillies make an entry, goes to Grzetic. Grzetic takes that, sends it for ice. So 3:30 left to play. Score is 2-2 here. Hyman on the face-off. So off that face-off, Olivia is battling. It goes to the corner. Vanslow's going to get there with a couple players. So McGuire is there with Vanslow battling on the boards. It comes out to a Phillies player. Phillies shoots that wide. Tessa heading. She shoots that. It slips out of the zone. Vanslow giving chase to number 8. Vanslow back. It goes to Hyman. Hyman, Vanslow in the corner. Looking for Tessa in the corner. Odell trying to get it. McGuire is going to sneak up. Phillies player, they're going to take it across. I can see that. Odell, nice poke check there by Odell. She takes that puck right away. It gets deep into the zone. Hyman giving chase in the corner. This is where it all matters, ladies. Don't give up that hustle. Hyman ties up a player. Nice choice. Vanslow behind the net. Vanslow battling the player. She comes out with it. The net front. Odell sneaks in. Odell hustling for that puck. So we're at mid-ice. There's 2:30 left to play. Odell circles around. She's got to get past her own player. There's going to be a shot that whistles, goes wide of the net. The goalie hits it with a stick. Little bit of a line change. Oh, nice play. Russell hustles in. She keeps that puck in. Bridges, or no, that's Fazio. Fazio gets a shot, but she's kind of tripped when she's making that shot. It goes to neutral ice. McGuire's going to get it. You got to get out of the zone. Get out. Okay, luckily, Maggie's trying to make an entry. I'm not sure what the call is. Did they call offsides? I think the call was offsides. So we have Russell in, right? Russell, Ikeda, DiNicola, Grzetic trying to get that deep. Ikeda, Johnson's going to take that puck. She trips it back up. I don't think Ikeda was quite ready for it. Russell sees it, luckily. Russell chipped off a player. DiNicola chasing DiNicola. Oh, player, a Phillies player chipped that away from DiNicola. Kicked by Johnson. Phillies player comes around. Phillies player tries to get that net front. Goalie's on the ground. Puck is battling. The net came off the post. So nice save. The officials whistle, stops play, and the net is put back on the post. So 1:32 left to play. 2-2 here. So Warhawks need one. Off that play, Mihalovic takes it. Oh, it chips back. That was offsides, but I don't know how that call was missed. So Russell giving chase. Phillies player coming around. McNiven player goes around the net, given too much space. She backhands it to number 14 in the corner. Too much time here. Maggie steps in, getting time to take that player off the puck. Another player has it behind the net. Warhawks come out with it. McGuire has it. McGuire is going to get an entry. She's got 2 to beat. She loses kind of her momentum. Way offsides by Ikeda. So McGuire was coming in hard. She basically lost the puck for a second. Ikeda crossed that line. We're going to have offsides. 55.4 seconds here. Third period, 2-2. Okay, Maddie Zolna on the faceoff. McNiven, McGuire back. Bridges gets that towards the net. Covered by the goalie. There's going to be a faceoff in the Philly zone. So 50.1 seconds left. McGuire, McNiven back. Zolna on the faceoff. It goes to Bridges. Bridges got it to a Phillies player. Philly loses it on her skate. McGuire sees it. She chips it up. A lot of neutral zone hockey here. Zolna giving chase. That player was offsides. Felt like. Where's the replay? Oh, Phillies are going to get a shot. It goes over the net. Whistles high over the net. It's net front. Players need to see that. They need to find it. Phillies player has it here. Nice save. So Phillies player turnaround shot that, again, right into the gut of Lucas. 23.3 seconds left here. Grzetic and Odell come out on defense. Hyman is going to take this. Hyman is going to go to wing. It's going to be Hyman and Vanslow. Center, Maddie Zolna. So off the faceoff, Hyman chips it up. Phillies player. Oh, Hyman makes a nice play. Nice chip away. They're going to get chased at. Hustle! So Olivia Hyman gives a nice chase, ties that player up. Can Vanslow come out with it? There are 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to end this regulation in a tie, which I believe means we go to a shootout. So 2-2. I believe it starts out best of 3, like most shootouts. Players taking a second. So Ref is waiting at center ice. I'm not sure. Coach Bill is asking who goes first. So I see Odell out on the ice. So Brooklyn Odell is going to be our first shot. So Odell goes in, enters to the right. She's coming around. The goalie's playing up. Odell takes her time. Hit away by the goalie. So Odell came in, tried to take that puck, maybe waist high, hit away by the goalie. So we have number 15 from the Fillies coming in, entry on the right, taking her time. She goes in hard. Nice save. Goes right into the glove of Lucas. So the player tried to come around net front and release that early. Lucas was there to collect it. So we'll have Maddie Zolna coming now for the Warhawks. So Zolna enters. She's going side to side. The goalie's playing up. Zolna right into the chest of the goalie. So I feel like on this goalie, she plays up so high that we need someone to go side and throw a backhand in there. Just my thought. I'm not a hockey player. I just play one on the radio. So number 14 from the Fillies is taking that. Lucas decides to play up. She's taking her time. Oh, it goes 5-hole. 5-hole on Lucas. Puts one right in. So Lucas was aware of her move, but she went right 5-hole. So we have McGuire here. Last chance for the Warhawks. Need to score here. So McGuire takes that. McGuire, nice and easy, back and forth, back and forth. Yes, McGuire put that in, yes! So McGuire took it to the side, goes to the post on the side. She has a word with the goalie. So nice goal by McGuire. So the Fillies have one last chance to score here, or we'll keep going. So it's going to be number 80 coming in. Lucas squares up and put right over the shoulder of Claire Lucas. So Warhawks are going to lose this game in a shootout. So Saugerties Fillies win in a shootout. And we'll be back tomorrow. I think our game is until the afternoon.